very good morning to all. I really appreciate you all for attending today's discussion session. Participate more than belong. Practice more than believe. Help more than care. Work more than dream. If I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it. Now I hand it over to the next panel consisting of members Ms. Nidhi, Ms. Namita, Ms. Rishu, Ms. Ashma, Ms. Parneet, Ms. Savita, Ms. Chanchal and Ms. Shweta.
जिद करो कि दुनिया बदल जाए, जिद हो ऐसी जो गलत को सही कर जाए, जिद हो जो आंधी में दिया जला दे, जिद हो ऐसी जो रास्तों के लिए चट्टान हिला दे, जिद हो कि सत्य न छिपे कभी, जिद हो सत्याग्रह न रुके कभी, जिद हो हर हार जीत में बदल जाए, जिद करो कठिन सरल हो जाए, जिद हो जो बाली को बाल्मीकि कर दे, जिद हो जो अंधेरों में रोशनी भर दे, अंधेरों में रोशनी भर दे. Very proudly, I would like to say this is zid of our teacher fraternity to implement NEP 2020 in a very warm and healthy way. Actually, it's a historical event, a dynamic change that will bring a desired improvement in 21st century classroom. Basically, it's a blend of ancient education philosophy and technology. NEP proposed Rabindranath Tagore's view that mother tongue should be medium of instruction and there should be multiple entry and exit courses. It emphasized on Vivekananda's view of realization of self through education. There is a touch of Gandhian philosophy about flexibility of syllabus. Gandhiji firmly believed that aim of education should be to generate employment. If we talk about the three major changes of NEP, firstly, HRD ministry will be renamed as Ministry of Education. Secondly, GDP investment in education to increase from 1.6% to 6%. Thirdly, focus will be on gross enrollment ratio. It will be to increase from 50% by 2035. In a nutshell, the vision of policy is to instill among the learner a deep-rooted pride of being Indian, a deep respect for Indian constitutional values and respect for our fundamental duties. Focus should not only be to complete the course, it should be of understanding of concepts. At the end, a sense of NEP is to ensure that no child loses the opportunity to learn and excel because of circumstances of birth and background. Thank you.
अगर हम अपना और अपने देश का पूर्ण विकास चाहते हैं तो बदलाव बहुत जरूरी है. बदलाव हमारी पुरानी नीतियों का, हमारी पुरानी सोच का. हर थॉट, हर पॉलिसी के हमेशा दो पहलू होते हैं, पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव. अगर हम किसी भी पॉलिसी को पूरी तैयारी के साथ सोच समझकर इम्प्लीमेंट करें तो इसके सकारात्मक नतीजे देखने को मिलेंगे. जैसा कि यहाँ पर बात हो रही है न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी की, हम जानते हैं कि एक बच्चे का 80 to 85% बौद्धिक विकास 5 साल की उम्र तक हो जाता है. इस उम्र में अगर किसी भी बच्चे को फिजिकली, मेंटली और इमोशनली तैयार किया जाए तो उस बच्चे के साथ साथ देश का भविष्य भी उज्जवल हो सकता है. मैं सबसे पहले सराहना करूंगी कि न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के अनुसार प्राथमिक शिक्षा का माध्यम मातृभाषा होगा, क्योंकि हमारे देश की जनसंख्या का अधिकतर भाग अशिक्षित होने का कारण ही बच्चों को पाठ्यक्रम समझ में ना आना था. अब हमें इस बात पर विचार करना होगा कि बच्चों को इनिशियल स्टेज पर क्या और कैसे पढ़ाया जाए ताकि उनकी रुचि लंबे समय तक पढ़ाई में बनी रहे. बच्चों को पढ़ाने का काम इतना मुश्किल नहीं है जितना कि उनकी पढ़ाई के प्रति रुचि बनाए रखना है. अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, बच्चे तक अपनी बात पहुंचाने के लिए हमें उनके लेवल तक जाना होगा. उनके शारीरिक और मानसिक विकास के लिए उनके दिन की शुरुआत एक्सरसाइज, मेडिटेशन और योग से करनी होगी. अकॉर्डिंग टू NEP, हमें ऐसी शिक्षा प्रदान करनी होगी जो बच्चों में ईमानदारी, विनम्रता, सच बोलने की भावना, समय का सदुपयोग जैसे नैतिक सिद्धांतों को बढ़ावा दे सके. हमें अपने करिकुलम में बदलाव करना होगा ताकि हम न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी की सकारात्मक सोच को सही दिशा प्रदान करने में कामयाब हो सके।
NEP 2020 emphasizes on the criticality of the early years to ensure quality early childhood care and education for all children between 3 to 6 years by 2025. A national curricular and pedagogical framework for early child care and education for children up to the age of 8 will be developed by NCERT. The plus 2 structure in school education will be modified with a new pedagogical and curricular restructuring of 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 covering age 3 to 18. This implies that there will be 3 years of curriculum framework of Anganwadi's preschool level and 12 years for school in 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 model. Children in the age group of 3 to 6 are not covered in the plus 2 structure as class 1 begins at the age of 6. In the new 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure, a strong base of early child care and education from age 3 is also included. For universal access to ECCE, Anganwadi centers will be strengthened prior to the age of 5. Every child will move to preparatory class or Bal Batika, that is before class 1, which has an ECCE qualified teachers.
Education is a fundamental right granted by Indian Constitution. The world is undergoing rapid changes in the knowledge landscape with various scientific and technological advances. The new Education Policy 2020 is the first education policy of 21st century. The new system of education is aligned with the goals of 21st century and simultaneously building upon India's traditions and value system. Curriculum content will be reduced in each subject to the core essentials to make space for critical thinking. It should be more inquiry-based, discovery-based and analyze-based learning. Teaching and learning will be conducted in a more interactive manner, questions will be encouraged, classroom sessions will regularly contain more fun, creative, collaborative and exploratory activities for students for deeper and more experiential learning. It is very well understood that young children learn and grasp concepts more quickly in their mother tongue. Medium of language till grade 5 will be mother tongue. It will be followed in both private and public schools. In case where mother tongue textbooks are not available, the language of transactions between teachers and students will still remain the mother tongue wherever possible. Students will have a large amount of flexibility in choosing their subjects. Certain subject skills will be learned by all students to become good, successful, innovative human beings. In today's rapidly changing world, fundamental duties, citizenship skills, value, knowledge of India, environmental awareness, resource conservation, sanitation and hygiene, current affairs will be added in the new curriculum.
New curricular and pedagogical structure in new education policy. The curricular and pedagogical structure of school education guided by a 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 design corresponding to the age ranges of 3 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14 and 14 to 18 years respectively. It will consist of a foundational stage in 2 parts, that is 3 years of Anganwadi means preschool plus 2 years in primary school in grades 1st and 2nd, both together covering ages 3 to 8 with flexible multi-level play activity based learning and the curriculum and pedagogy of ECCE, Early Childhood Care Education. Preparatory stage, grades 3 to 5 covering ages 8 to 11 with the introduction experiential learning across the sciences, mathematics, arts, social sciences and humanities. Middle stage, grades 6 to 8 covering ages 11 to 14 with a subject-oriented pedagogical and curricular style. Secondary stage, grades 9 to 12 in 2 phases, that is 9th and 10th in the first and 11th and 12th in the second, covering ages 14 to 18 with greater depth, greater critical thinking, greater attention to life aspirations, and greater flexibility and student choice of subjects, and option to exit at grade 10 and re-enter at a later stage in grade 11.
A new National Assessment Center for Performance Assessment, Review and Analysis of Knowledge and for Holistic Development will be set up as a standard setting body for setting norms, standards and guidelines for student assessment and evaluation for all recognized school boards of India, guiding the State Achievement Survey and undertaking the National Achievement Survey, monitoring achievements of learning outcomes and encouraging and helping school boards to shift their assessment patterns towards meeting the skill requirement of 21st century. Equitable and inclusive education. NEP 2020 aims to ensure that no child loses any opportunity to learn and excel because of the circumstances of birth or background. Special emphasis will be given on socially and economically disadvantaged groups, which includes gender identities, socio-cultural identities, irrespective of their background, and such as caste and creed.
Whenever we start any new project, we need a strong base. So in order to implement NEP, we need a great program support structure. For this, the school will provide proper labs, visible classroom and labeled material. Meditation should be done at regular intervals. According to the present scenario, students are more aggressive. So to control their anger, meditation can be done at regular intervals so that they can prepare themselves for the next work. In NEP, it is proposed that multidisciplinary activities should be given to the students. These activities are the blend of different subjects. In project-based activities, students will be able to learn how to correlate the concept of science, art, maths, and social science also. Assessment should be based on multiple intelligence. Different tools should be used to assess the potential of the students. For example, can we expect a fish to climb a tree? No, never. It's not the area of the fish. Similarly, we should assess the students according to their potential. Thank you.
At the outset, NEP surely seems like an over-ambitious policy, but as we delve deep into it, we see a path which is well thought of, with clear timelines and resource utilization. The policy indeed has been run and rerun in the minds of policy makers. There is a clear emphasis on recognizing, identifying and fostering the unique capabilities of each student by sensitizing teachers as well as parents. This will require us to redesign the entire system to include the foundational, preparatory, middle stage and secondary stage. To meet the pupil-teacher ratio, more teachers will be needed to be put on the payroll and additional training will need to be done. Additional resources will have to be developed, including resource sharing to maximize on the availability to all. This needs a complete overhaul of the choices and division of subjects and streams at various levels, allowing for inclusion of vocational skills and added importance to co-curricular and giving it equal importance. Moving away from rote learning and memorizing to score marks during exams to actual conceptual understanding, schools will have to adopt the top-down approach of shifting from syllabus completion to defining learning goals to rate classroom instruction through innovative pedagogy and link assessments to these goals. Just to sum it all, we need to have faith in the system, our people, and most importantly in ourselves, and put our best of foot forward. Thank you.
A dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. Dr. Abdul Kalam used to say, the purpose of education is to make good human beings with skills and expertise. Enlightened human beings can be created by teachers. Changes in the education system is a major way to provide the nation with better students, professionals, and better human beings. Well, we are not ending. It's a symbol of our golden start. A journey to the intelligently framed hard work, leading the nation towards recapturing the status of Vishwa Guru.